What's going on, guys? This is Bobby Douglas, and this is just part 2 of the Cade Cunningham full game breakdown. Had a pretty quiet first half offensively, but in the second half, I think he's going to drop 20. So this should be a good half to watch, and let's go. Again, number 2 in the black, if you don't know who he is. If you're watching this video, I have no idea how you don't know who Cade Cunningham is, because obviously you're a draft guy, so I assume you would know who Cade Cunningham is. So yeah, we will watch him play. Again, number 1 player on my board. Really no debate for me. Where it gets interesting in terms of like where these people will be ranked, probably 2 to 4. I think the trio of Jalen Green, Jalen Suggs, and Evan Mobley can kind of go any way you want to. I've seen them like kind of listed in all 3 spots. Right now, I go Suggs, Mobley, Green, but I got to watch a little bit more of Jalen Green before I finalize that. But luckily, we have Suggs and Green coming up in the next 3 days, so we get to watch that. Did Cade shoot that? I just want to see if Cade shot that. No, he didn't. Okay. And so again, Oklahoma State, remember, was in this zone. Good job by Cunningham right there, going out onto Maceo Teagan, and he's kind of falling back into the middle of that zone on the baseline. Right there, grabs that rebound, and immediately is just off to the races. Remember, Oklahoma State in this game wanted to play fast. They wanted to get Baylor up and down because they knew the conditioning for Baylor wasn't good, given their COVID pause. So, a lot of up and down stuff. Cade Cunningham will get rebounds and he'll run, which is obviously like just one of his better traits as one of these guys who's like 6'8", pretty strong, and obviously has the floor vision and just playmaking chops to do that. Right there, we got another turnover for Baylor. So here we go again. Cade's going to get the ball screen. Again, simple pass straight to a rolling big man. And again, right here, just simple stuff, right? Here we go. Just simple, right? Again, just pick and roll maestro, one of the better ones in the class. This is just a simple pass over the top of the defense. He's 6'8", so he can see over Mark Vital and Davion Mitchell. Find this little short roll pass, and again, leads to an easy free throw opportunity. That's the Cade Cunningham that you're getting, and that's what makes him so valuable, among other things like his 3-level scoring, which we will see more of later in this half, and just the versatility defensively. Again, for me, not really a debate that he's number 1 player in this class. I am 99.9% locked in with that. So that's just kind of my take on the rankings. Whoever wins the lottery on Tuesday will definitely be getting one of the, a crown jewel in this class. Right there, decent defense, kind of walling away Maceo Teague from the basket. Overall, you maybe, again, like the foot speed is probably one of his weaker attributes just because, he's not as athletic or as quick as you'd maybe like him to be. But again, I'm not really worried about that. I think defensively he can still hang with a lot of guys. And obviously offensively it's more about change of pace rather than raw pace. If you can change directions, well, you don't really need to be as quick. As long as you can change speeds, change directions pretty well, you're good. Right here, again, in pick and roll. Right here, posting up Davion Mitchell. Again, really nice pass to a cutting big man. But again, Oklahoma State can't really finish that. I mean, that's a pass into a crowded area, but Cunningham delivered it right to the big man, and he just couldn't finish. And so we talked about it yesterday, but like the 3.5 assists a game, and he has like a assist-to-turnover ratio less than 1, which usually, isn't ideal. But with Cade, it's like, okay, he's creating 8 to 9 chances a game. Got to take that into consideration. You got a charge, block. So Oklahoma State's in this 2-3. That was just a total breakdown. I don't know what happened there. I don't know how Mark Vital went straight into their lane. That was, let's see if, again, Cade gets that rebound, though. Again, he was kind of out of position. It looked Oklahoma State was kind of a mess. Let's see what he does here, though. Again, the pull-up jumper. The 3-level scoring, baby. That's all about Cade, right? Just a pull-up mid-range 2. Can get a shot off whenever he wants. Over Maceo Teague, canned in the face. doesn't matter. The smoothness to Cade's game is apparent right there. And you can see he only has 7 points right now. He's going to finish with 25. So this is going to be a pretty fun half. Defensively, right there, active hands, right there. Really, that is one of the better sequences from Jared Butler, right there. That was cool. Got free throws here from Jonathan Chachua. So Baylor switching it up. Looks like they have Jared Butler on him. We saw Davion Mitchell on him for most of the first half, as well as Jonathan Chachua for a few times. Right there, another foul. It's turning into a foul fest pretty early. Got free throws here. So now you got Davion back on Cade, and again, he's just using that size to kind of post him up right there. Usually I'm not a fan of the, kind of like the turning your back away from your defender that far away from the basket, just because I think it kind of shows weakness in your handle and like a lack of confidence. But with Cade, it's just kind of like that's kind of his style, right? Right here, again, just a simple pass out of a DHO ball screen right here. Again, they're trapping Cade in this ball screen, right? And immediately, just before Davion can even get there, Davion, as we know, one of the quickest guys in this class, immediately sees over the top of the defense, can elevate, find that rolling big. That's just kind of the, just almost like the automaticity of Cade Cunningham and his passing, and just like how much can you really do to stop that? We felt like that sometimes with Luka Doncic in the NBA playoffs, where, excuse me, where, he would be in such a rhythm passing or shooting and creating, like you would almost just kind of question, like, is this guy unguardable? You know what I mean? Because obviously he has the scoring chops to do well, but then it's just he creates that gravity, and with his playmaking, you really have to pick your poison, right? So I think Cade does really have a lot of that in his game. Right there, he kind of got stuck on that screen. But he has a lot of that Luka Doncic in his game, and I hate comparing him to probably the best young player in the NBA that we've seen since probably LeBron. But, that's kind of that's how he plays. Turnover, Flagler for three. Nope. And again, here's Cade on Davion Mitchell. Let's see what happens here. I want to see if Davion goes at him, right? Okay, yeah, so Butler stepped out of bounds, but you could see the ball screen right there. Cade kind of had a difficult time getting over it. I think the effort is there in terms of ball screens, but again, I just think he just kind of needs to set his feet better a little bit in that regard. Kind of just we saw with Davion Mitchell, right? He anticipated the screen coming, and then he would adjust his feet immediately so he could get over that. With Cade, that'll take some time to learn, but if he's gonna be a point of attack defender, right, which is what his offensive position would require of him, then you would want to see him, fight better through screens and kind of provide a little bit more resistance. And again, it's not really an effort thing as much as it is a technique thing. So, see right here, forcing Butler towards the baseline. Good job helping by number, I think that's 25, 23. And there's Flagler right there with a nice little turnaround floater. So they're now running Cade off the ball, which, at 6'8", he can do rather easily. You can put him at a small forward type and be fine, which is kind of cool. That's kind of fun to see. And right here, he's going to pull up for three, and that's going to get blocked. Yeah, so right there, just, doesn't really have a whole lot of elevation. Release point on his shot is a little bit low. So maybe he could, and it's not a super quick release either. He can get it off most times, but right there you saw kind of the vulnerability in his shot. Overall, though, if you're shooting 40% from three and the shot difficulty that he's taking, I'm not really going to ask him to change it a whole lot. So I don't really care. But right there, you saw it in the first half too, where he was around the basket and he got blocked by Flo Thamba. Doesn't really have that elite vertical burst. But you can see right there, and again, he's kind of fronting right now, kind of pressing, trying to create his own offense. And again, the finishing through contact, he welcomes contact. It's not like he's afraid of it, but he just needs to kind of work on his touch after he gets a little bit, after he gets some contact in the lane. He only shot 43.8% from the field in general this year, and so at 40% from three, you'd like to see him maybe get better from like close distances. So again, we saw it. I mentioned this too. He's not going to make this, but just watch how. So this is going to be off the inbounds, right? And it's going to go into an immediate post up, right? So again, you can just see him. He's sealing Davion Mitchell off, right? Best pass is going to be right on the money. He's going to grab it, right? And it's an immediate just go up with it. He can't finish the layup, and you can tell he's really pissed off about that, but he's going to get to the free throw line here. Again, just the 6'8", the size, he's able to post up smaller defenders. That should be a huge part of his game in the NBA. And he was I believe, an 84% free throw shooter. 84.6% from the line. So obviously he has, a good, we'll watch this again, but good free throw indicator, good 3-point indicator. Not really worried about his shot at all. So yeah, right there you see him make both. I believe he was 7 of 8 from the line in this game. So, he obviously made some big free throws on the stretch. So right there we see one of the bigger criticisms defensively. So right here, he's going to kind of get blown by on this closeout. And again, it's just kind of like the feet can sometimes be in quicksand, right? He sometimes gets glued to the floor. And so right here, he steps, right? You can kind of see he almost trips over this right foot. He does the little toe stub thing. And then, he just can't really hang with Davion. Or that's with Jared Butler. And again, right there, he kind of gets beat on that closeout. And then he kind of just can't really get Mark Vital out of the way, and I think we got free throws. But yeah, so just the foot speed defensively, I think he needs to improve on that. And with his length, he doesn't really need to be taking as hard of an angle to the ball. I think he could give his man a little bit of space because he can contest those pull-up threes. So I think that's something to keep in mind. Got Maceo Teague on that three. Not much going for him there. And here comes Cade in transition. Back to Likely. Yep, corner three. Swing it. Oh, my God. Got a turnover. That's a frustrating turnover. Got a timeout for Oklahoma State as well. Got another jump ball. Pretty just kind of choppy start to the second half, but and Cade still really hasn't gotten going from the floor yet, so I'm excited to see what he does in this last 12 minutes. So you got Vital on that roll. Somehow forces that one to go down. Okay, and this is the part where I would like to see Cade kind of, hunt his shot a little bit. Yeah, okay, here we go. Let's see what he does. Yeah, you can see no field goals in the last 5 minutes. It's been a pretty rough start. And we'll see what he does here. Again, he's going to get the ball screen. Get that switch on to Mark Vital. Using that size, and he just can't hit the floater, right? That's just, the shot I think he can make comfortably. And again, just kind of having that 6'8" frame, the strength, he can kind of body Mark Vital, who's one of the better defenders in the Big 12 this year. If not the country, really. And so that's just kind of one of those plays where, you expect him to make. And again, the fact that he's getting that shot off so easily, I think that kind of says a lot about him. And, yeah. So right now, he's kind of struggling from the floor. He will get going, I promise you. And he only has 7 points right now. And there's Likely with the putback. Oh, Oklahoma State was a 4 seed. I think I said in the first video that they were a 5 seed. They were a 4 seed. They beat Liberty in the first round. And they lost to Oregon State. So Cade off the ball. Again, right there, that's a way better closeout, right? He kind of gives that step to Davion Mitchell, but the angle he takes was a lot cleaner, right? And so he was able to stay attached a lot better. That's a way better job from Cunningham. And again, he doesn't really need to go contesting straight or closing out straight up, just because he's not gonna. He'll get blown by doing that against these quicker guards. But if he can just manage to stay attached and go stride for stride in a way, and maybe follow from behind, that's something that he can definitely do at a high level. And he would have a great impact doing that as well. So, that was a much better defensive sequence for him. So now they got Matt Meyer on Cade Cunningham. Let's see what he does here. And again, just Cade. Yeah, that's... He knew. Again, just the handle's there, the step back, the footwork, everything's there. Creates the space off the dribble, and again, the 40% from three. That's his bread and butter. Probably his most effective shot this year for Oklahoma State, and he just drills it, That's what you got. There's Cade Cunningham, right? Again, so now he's guarding Matt Meyer on the other end. Really good contest. Meyer's just going to launch. Cade didn't really have to do much there, but again, good contest. Right there, good job of staying in that passing lane, making Jonathan Tchamwa kick it out, but Maceo T with a major onion shot right there. Again, Cade on Davion again. Good job switching to point of attack. Again, potential hockey assist right here. No. Let's see if they get it up. No. Turnover, stepped out of bounds. Like, that should be a potential hockey assist, right? He switches to point of attack, and it's immediate, one pass away, open three, or a drive off of the closeout. You know what I mean? So, in the NBA, I think he'll have teammates that better take advantage of the advantages that Cade does create. Right there's kind of an example where, like, that could be an open shot if he really wanted one, Rondell Walker. So, that's just something I think people need to really realize with Cade is that, he did such a good job elevating this team as far as they got. And so, like, people, obviously the 3.5 assists. He doesn't really have the flashiest game. Maybe he's kind of like an overrated number one prospect. Right there, this is a kind of a ridiculous pass. I don't really know how this got through. Wouldn't recommend making this pass, but, it's kind of cool that he made it work, kind of. Got the final 9 minutes here. Cade's going to pull up for three, and nope, can't get that roll. That one I'm not a huge fan of, just early in the shot clock, but Oklahoma State gets that offensive rebound. And here he is again, going to get a ball screen. Let's see what he does with it. Nope, they're just going to slip it. Pull up from mid-range, easy. Again, he can get this anytime he wants, right? Just two dribble, rise and fire, hands in the face everywhere. Three guys, look at the gravity that he's creating too, right? 1, 2, 3, right? All three guys right here in 4 and 5, right? He could elevate, maybe swing this to Likely if that's a better corner shooter. He can do a whole bunch of stuff. He has a near side guy right here. But again, the scoring gravity with Cade is clear. And then with that vision he does have, like, that's where he gets special, right? We got another three. Who shot that? Oh, Matt Meyer, of course. So again, they're just sending a double at him, basically. Right there, maybe. So, okay, we talk about this. Okay. So, right here. Actually, no, he made the right read. That pass is nearly impossible to make. He made the right read, just a little bit off. I thought he maybe had that weak side corner shooter open. I think Butler would have gotten that, though. So, again, right here. Back on the ball. Davion Mitchell's kind of just in his grill, right? Like, this is really impressive from Davion Mitchell, going stride for stride. That is probably one of the better... I just want to, like... I understand this is a Cade video, but, Davion Mitchell, we didn't really get, like, a signature defensive stop for Davion, so I think this is probably worth going back. And, again, we can also highlight the looseness of Cade's handle. If people can really get underneath him and kind of disrupt him. So this is kind of a twofold thing, but just Davion Mitchell here. He's the story. Holy shit. Just stride for stride, just moving his feet really well, right? He's in his grill, and he gets the steal. That's just, that's very impressive. So we got under 8 minutes left, and Oklahoma State is down by 8. So, I mean, this is a interesting game. I'm excited to see how this one ends, because I watched this game, obviously. But, it's kind of fun to rewatch it and be like, okay, what was the turning point here, And there's Ice Likely getting to the free throw line. We'll skip these. And again, Cade playing pretty much the entire game too. That's something that should go. That should be noticed as well. In the entire second half. And he's going to get that screen. So right there, that's kind of Cade on Cade. So JTT is going to kind of screen this, and Cade, or actually, because they're in a zone, so it's kind of weird, right? So again, Cade needs to be on Jonathan Tchamwa-Tchatchoua right here. It's going to be a wide open pull-up three for Jerry Butler off that screen. Right here, Cade needs to be more at the level of the screen, I would say, but he was late reacting there. And again, with the zone, Oklahoma State runs a lot. Like that can be kind of difficult to kind of comprehend at times. But the zone was actually very good for Oklahoma State. That was like one of their better. That's kind of what made them. Cade in the zone was actually like kind of a good strategy for them. Right there, he got a foul, and I believe Oklahoma State's in the bonus now. So skip ahead here. And we got, again, Oklahoma State into zone. So, it looks like Cade's not really guarding anybody, but that's just kind of the strategy. Remember, I think we acknowledge the importance of team defense with Devin Vassell and Patrick Williams because they would play so high up on the corners that it looked like they were just letting everything go back door. Again, that's a special pass from Cade. Special pass. So right here, again, he's just going to fit it right through this little triangle right here, right on the money to Rondell Walker in transition. Boom. Catches Jonathan Tchamwa-Tchatchoua in the lane. Wide open three. The gravity of Cade Cunningham. That is very, very nice pass to make. But again, right there, that's just easy, right? Like, what the hell is going on? So again, this zone wasn't really doing well. So Ice should be back here. Cade should be back here checking it, right? Like, what's going on? Like, you could tell Cade's kind of pointing at someone, but you just go down there, right? This is wide open. We got a layup. I think that's Avery Anderson getting that shot to fall. And again, enough with the zone already. Every single shot's wide open. Jeez. It was good. It was a good zone, but they don't know who they're guarding right now. Now, this is the point. Mentioned this the first half. This is the point where I'm like, where you are, it's the kicking and screaming thing. It's the get the ball to the Italians, get the ball to Cade Cunningham. That should be the offense right now, But we're doing this Avery Anderson thing. We're getting a jump ball. It's Baylor ball. Like, ugh. Like, what is this? Luckily, they missed that three. And here comes Cade. All right, let's go. Come on, let's see something fun. Boom. Oh, yeah. That is... Hell yeah, Cade. Let's go. What a fucking shot that was. Holy shit. Again, in transition, he's going to be guarded by Maceo Teague. He has to come all the way over here. Cade realizes that he's kind of off balance, gets him moving. Boom. So clean. And again, now it's Cade Cunningham time, right? So he's going to score 8 points in the last 5 minutes here. Again, they're switching it. Looks like they're back into a man, thank God. Ugh, that zone was getting eviscerated. Good switch by Oklahoma State right there. Cade kind of in that weak side help position. Got a foul? No, never mind. We're back in the zone, but again, you can see Cade's a lot lower now, so he's kind of watching Jonathan Tchamwa-Tchatchoua, making sure that lob doesn't get thrown again. So better awareness from Cade right there. And here comes Oklahoma State. Again, that should be a foul. But never mind. Cade Cunningham off the catch three. Here we go. It's the Cade Cunningham show. Again, good job setting his feet, right? Maceo Teague gives a good contest, but it doesn't matter. Cade's 6'8". He can get that shot off. So we're seeing off the catch. We're seeing off the dribble threes, right? We've seen mid-range. So he hits that one again, and now Oklahoma State has the lead. An underrated aspect of Cade's game, too, was that he was awesome in crunch time. Like, I think he had a game winner against Wichita State. He had another game winner against somebody, I think, like against TCU. I think he had a huge second half. He would have monster second halves. Against Texas, he was struggling the entire game, and he really turned on the Jets late. Oklahoma, he obviously had that 40-point game. Like, he was awesome down the stretch of games, and he kind of knew when it was his time to take over. And so that was something really underrated about him as well. And Cade Cunningham's going to miss that one. That's a little bit of a heat check. You could tell he was kind of just pressing a little bit right there. His feet weren't really square. The follow-through wasn't that good. We got Jared Butler knocking down both free throws. Here we go. Yep, get the ball to Cade and get the hell out of the way. Here we go. Oh, nope. Not much going on there. Likely going to be a jump. I think it's Oklahoma State ball. Yeah. So again, finding double. Again, seeing over the defense and getting it to that free throw line, that short roll pass. And again, just creating advantages for his teammates to go use, right? Yeah, because Cade's scoring gravity obviously opens up a lot of things for him on the playmaking side of things. So yeah, just another example there of the short roll pass that he's really comfortable making, seeing over the defense. Right there, good job staying vertical against Maceo Teague, but Davion Mitchell's going to knock down that three. And here come the Cowboys again. We got another foul. It's been a pretty, overall, just kind of choppy second half, but we've seen Cade kind of become unleashed. Davion Mitchell right there. Again, the patented right-handed finish, this little scoop lay-in. So here we go. We got Cade against Davion Mitchell, going to get a ball screen. Again, you can see the handle's kind of loose. Doesn't really seem to have a great control over it just yet. But again, it's obviously functional right now. But if you can really just add like a lot of dribble moves like we see with like Luka Doncic, James Harden, like those like step backs in between crossovers, behind the backs. He's done a little bit of that. He's shown flashes of it. But if you can really get that ball on a string, like that just creates so many more just opportunities for him, I would say. Final 2 minutes again. They're much better connected defensively, calling out switches. Looks like they're in a man right now. And again, so you have Cade on Mark Vital. So we've seen him guard the guards. We've seen him guard Jonathan Chama-Chachua. And right there, he's going to grab that rebound in a forest of very athletic big men. Manages to just go up and get that. And here he is, Mark Vital guarding him. Let's see what he does here. Again, that's just really, really special right here. Again, just beats Mark Vital off the dribble, right? Notices that this defender is going to come up. I think that's Jared Butler. So right here, the second this guy comes up, immediately Cade knows that this guy's going to be cutting back door. Easy pass, open layup. Chef's kiss. Beautiful job from Cade right there. Oh, and it was an and one. Wow, okay. So he's on Maceo Teague. Again, not leaving him. Smart play. And Jared Butler's going to throw up some crap. Here comes Cade again. Right there. Nice pass to that corner. Now get it back to him. Get it back to him. Jeez. Yeah, good timeout, Mike Boynton. Holy shit. Here we go. Again, Davion Mitchell's doing really well on Cade right now. But just going to back down. Oh, we got that foul call. That one's a little bit lucky. But he'll be at the free throw line right here. We'll see him again, 85% at this point in the season. And he is going to make that first one. Again, pretty much ice in the veins with this guy too. He's been in big games throughout his entire high school career, and then obviously at Oklahoma State. Makes both there at a key juncture in the game. You can see the last minute 50. It's been an 8-0 run for Oklahoma State. Right there, that's a good stun. Again, he can kind of cover two places at once right there. We got a foul, I believe, on Rondell Walker. So you got free throws. I believe Davion misses, yeah. There's some of the issues with Davion at the free throw line. He's going to miss both. Ugh, that's tough. We got a foul here. Cade's going to be at the other end shooting free throws. You can see they're all pumped. They know this game's over. Cade Cunningham put the team on his back to end this one. And we'll see if he makes this one. Bang, 5 for 5. He's got 23 points. Ooh, misses that one. Dang. He'll get 2 more free throws and then he's done for the game. Right there, we got another. Just in here comes Baylor. Uh-oh. Showtime in Kansas City. Hell yeah. These Cowboys. This is when I was thinking, like, holy shit, Cade Cunningham is going to be the next Carmelo Anthony. He's going to lead Oklahoma State to the national championship game as a freshman. That's what, when Caleb Boone threw this dunk down, that's what I was thinking in my head. I was thinking, like, yeah, okay, this is the game. You know, that's what I was thinking. You know, obviously that didn't happen. Luckily, I ended up going with their opponent in this one, Baylor. Again, they will always have my heart. The 2021 Baylor Bears, just one of my favorite teams ever. But yeah, no. At this point, I was thinking like, okay, Cade Cunningham is the next Carmelo Anthony. He's gonna pull a 2003 Syracuse. Right there, 12 seconds left. Cade's gonna get fouled. Davion's gonna foul him, yeah. And then we got 2 more free throws from Cade. Obviously, player of the game, 23 right now, 8 and 5. He'll make both right here. There's one. Bottoms. Second one. Makes that one. We don't need to see it. 9 seconds left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Vital. Just, I don't know what happens there. And that does it. So we will pause this video here. That wraps up the Cade Cunningham video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for kind of blowing up the first one. That was cool. So yeah, this is part 2 of it. Obviously, best player in the class for me. Really no discussion about it. Just the size, the playmaking, the scoring at all 3 levels, the defensive versatility, just everything you want in a modern NBA prospect, Cade Cunningham has. And yeah, that's why he's my number 1 guy. He will be whoever gets the number 1 overall pick on the 22nd, which is less than a week away from now. But they should be very happy with getting Cade Cunningham. So I'm excited to see where he ends up on Tuesday night. And overall, thank you guys for watching. Again, thanks for your continued support of the channel. Tomorrow, I think tonight and then tomorrow, we'll take on Moses Moody, Cade's teammate at Mount Verde. So be on the lookout for that coming soon. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.